All right, thank you, Michael, for being in the show today. You're welcome. Okay, you were a real estate contractor, and
Yes.
now you're a student. Those are two different worlds. What did you notice about how people struggle to focus on what matters, including yourself?
Well, those that know real estate should understand that it's a very challenging field,
Yeah,
and you have to convince people to the core, make them trust you.
yeah,
You have to build your reputation.
mm,
And so, when getting into my studies in LLB, that's my bachelor's in law,
yeah,
well, I realized that me being a lawyer is actually what I wanted and what I've always wanted.
yeah,
So that was actually what mattered. And real estate was just something I was doing before I got into school. So in
yes,
getting into school, I actually realized that I cannot keep up my real estate while trying to, make good grades over here, make an excellent result for myself.
yeah,
So I had to put aside
mm,
real estate.
yeah,
So in short, you have to finding out what matters is basically about what you actually want.
yeah. And people find that
But
difficult.
people find that difficult. They just want to flow, want to go
Go,
along.
go with the flow, follow the boat.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
sometimes you might end up sinking.
Yes, yes. Don't go with the flow. Start sailing by yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah. When did you realize personally that your attention has been stolen? And when was the moment you realized, oh no, I'm losing my focus and I really need to regain this?
Oh, that was my first year during my LLB studies.
Yeah,
Like about a month into the schooling procedure and everything.
yeah,
Like I said, law has always been my dream, my
Yes.
aim, my goal.
yeah,
So finding out that the real estate I was trying to keep up at my back
yeah,
was bringing me down.
mm,
I could not focus. I would sit down to read for hours, up to 6 hours, and in 6 hours I'm covering only 3 pages. Like,
3.
who does that?
Yeah, yeah,
Like, only 3 pages. So
yeah.
it was actually in my first year that I realized that I actually need to find a niche,
Yeah,
find something that works for me, because I've been losing my focus. I've been
Yes.
trying to balance, just trying to balance a feather and a dead
Dead.
body. That's too much.
yes,
That's too much. So I had to keep up the academic part and
yeah.
shift aside the real estate.
When we were talking, you told me about the way you gamified your studying. Like you made it
Yes.
more attractive.
Actually, thank you for that. Because when there is a reward to be achieved at the end,
Yeah,
there is this drive that makes you keep pushing.
yeah,
So I had to put that into my studies actually. So when I read, I say, okay, today I'm going to cover this topic.
yes,
I'm going to cover from here to here.
yeah,
I set out my time and everything. Time management is
Yes.
actually very important. Time
Yes.
management for your focus.
yeah.
It helps you focus.
You use Google Calendar.
Yes. I
Okay.
actually set out my daily plan and everything.
Yeah,
So when I cover it, and I leave time for emergencies, that's
Yes.
very important.
Oh,
So in case something happens that is beyond expectation,
yeah,
there's still time that you can fix in, find a way to
yes,
adjust to a lost time.
yeah,
So what I did was that when I set out my goal for the day, I do that a night before,
yeah,
set out the goal, draw out the timing and everything. I try as much as possible to follow it. And if
Yeah.
at all I flop,
yes,
my extra time that I'm meant to use for chilling, for relaxing, resting,
yes.
it gets sucked up to,
Makeup.
exactly to make up for the lost time I had.
Yeah,
And at the end of everything, my reward is usually at the end of the week.
Saturday.
So exactly on Saturdays to be precise,
Yeah,
I can either sleep the whole day, watch
Mm.
film the whole day,
yeah,
go out and eat the whole day
yeah.
as
The reward.
exactly as I please. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah,
But if at the end of the week I look at my performance
yes, yes.
and it's not meeting
The standard.
the standard,
You punish
Saturday,
yourself.
Saturday has to go. Saturday has to go.
So
Saturday
it's
has to
someone
go.
like forces you to ensure that you follow through.
Exactly.
You follow through because that Saturday is like that's the world. I want my Saturday. I want my Saturday.
Just like gamers now, you
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
When they play games so that at the end they get a reward, coins, all this stuff. There's
Yeah.
this football team that they say they spin coins
Yeah.
and you get a good footballer or something like that.
Mm.
Exactly. So you do it to, when you reward yourself, there's this drive.
Yes. It gives you drive.
Exactly.
It makes you more attractive.
Pushes you.
I think James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, he
he
says
said it.
if you want to start a habit, make it more attractive.
Yes.
As in, give yourself a reward at the end of it. At the end of the task, and you notice that it stops being like a chore or this task that
like a
must be done.
task, yes.
It becomes something that you actually enjoy doing because okay, I'm getting a reward in the end.
Yes.
What's the real root of attention crisis that nobody talks about?
Zero precision.
Precision.
Yes. You have no path you are walking through.
Okay.
You are just staggering. You understand?
Yeah.
The main problem that nobody talks about is okay, a person that is going to run 100 miles
Yeah.
knows that he's going to run a straight line to reach the finish line. Okay?
Yes.
But now, an animal, a chicken perhaps, being chased by a human being
Yes.
that is expected to run 100 miles, is not
Yeah.
going to run straight. Perhaps not even going to cross the line.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just going to be running around
Yes.
and running around and running around.
Yes.
It's no
Yeah.
just running exactly with no aim, nowhere
Yeah.
to go. So when you are precise, there's no when you are focused, you have to set this precision and say, okay, this is what I want to achieve,
Yeah.
and you walk towards it.
Yeah.
The problem is not what did you call it, distractions, juggling time.
Yeah.
The problem is
That precision.
precision.
Because they don't know where they are going, so
Exactly.
they can't. There's no focus.
Exactly. A few months back, that time I had not yet, structured my life plan. So I could sit down and say, okay, today is Saturday, I want to wash today. And I found out that I'm washing only 3 shirts and 2 trousers and a few pairs of slippers rather. And I'm spending up to 4 hours.
That's absurd.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
When I began to draw, okay, 45 minutes for washing,
Yeah.
okay, I
Precision.
sit down. There's this, I don't know, it just happens, and sometimes before 45 minutes, I'm done.
Okay, so you believe that the problem is people don't in a day, people don't know their goals. They don't
Exactly.
sit with themselves and tell them,
Exactly.
I'm doing this, and this,
And this,
and boom, I'm like put time
yes,
for that, and when they just wake up down what they call
Just-
autopilot.
autopilot. That's just
You move here, you move
Just
there, you from
move.
class.
As far as you are moving,
Yes, you just move. There's no
as you are
coordination.
moving.
But when you actually take time to structure your time,
Exactly.
you have a focus. I'm meant to be here by now. I'm meant to do this. If I finish this, I'm getting my reward. So this,
Perfect.
okay. So it's still on this bordering on time management
Time
and
management,
having specific goals for the day.
precision. Yes.
I believe that because today, when I do a lot of journaling, like I know that today my focus is finish contract notes for offer,
Yeah.
record this episode on Tuesday, verify. So like I knew what I was
That's
going to do.
structured it already.
Yeah, like right now, I think I'm tired because I finished class. I'm tired because I finished class, but
Yeah.
based on I knew what I have planned to achieve.
You know what you
It's
have
just
to
this
do.
drive that just keeps moving.
Exactly. Just
Yeah.
imagine you not structure yourself now.
Just imagine it's like
Perhaps
okay.
you'll be sleeping now.
yeah, I would have just been like, okay, let me go and sleep.
Like,
But that
carry on.
precision
yeah.
forced me, or rather drove me
Yes.
to actually
Past
do
your
the-
limit.
all right, why in a world where every app, every feed on our phones is this little thief on our attention, and these are run by billion-dollar companies, how can someone even start to fight these things to you get back their attention.
You see, this ideology of trying to fight something that is actually not existent is, I see it as not normal.
Mm,
When you see on feeds, social media videos,
mm,
they are actually platforms where you can learn.
yeah,
So sometimes you feel they need to see them as a threat
mm,
to be able to gain their attention back.
yeah,
But we don't need to see them as a threat. See
okay,
them as a platform to educate yourself.
yeah.
If people can change the algorithm of their social media
Oh,
from advertisement to education. Like now, I remember before, I just used to open
TikTok.
Instagram.
Okay,
Instagram and Twitter.
yeah,
Just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling
mm,
until, like I said, I just started
structuring
structuring my life
yeah,
exactly
yeah,
to change my algorithm. Like I changed my algorithm is structured.
yeah,
The videos I see are not videos that reduce my IQ.
yeah, yeah,
Like actually this video a friend of mine showed me the other day, and sincerely, if a little child grows up with that type of algorithm,
yeah.
his IQ is going to be very, 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 very.
Can you see what was on the video?
It's it's not ideal
Mm,
because it had to do with these girls,
mm.
and there's one song
And you like dancing videos, huh?
exactly.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah,
dance was not even something that is meant to be
yeah.
seen.
Yeah.
When you change the algorithm from advertisement,
Mm,
it doesn't necessarily have to be education, like telling you the definition of terms or this,
mm,
just something that helps you, that aligns with your focus, your
yeah,
goal. You understand?
yeah.
The social media platforms are actually very educative.
Yeah. Like,
Very educative.
mm,
I have a friend that is actually homeschooling.
on,
Homeschooling.
okay.
She homeschools on her laptop.
Oh,
She doesn't go to school because she was bullied. She used to be bullied in her lower grade, so she had to drop out. And now
yeah,
she's doing excellently well.
yeah. Those using
Yes. So when you change, you change the
perspective.
exactly you change the
Yeah.
perspective from entertainment to education.
Solution.
You
Yeah.
are good to go.
Mm.
So social
Well,
media is not the enemy.
well, it's because we use it the wrong way.
Yes.
We use it the wrong way.
Yes.
I
It's not
agree with
the
this. I agree with this point. Personally, my feed,
enemy.
the
Yeah.
apps I use, they are solely designed like to build me. Like now, if you go to YouTube, I'm seeing a podcaster, the
Yes.
Diary of a CEO, Stephen Bartlett,
Yeah.
talking about. I'm learning
Yeah.
from there. I'm seeing this guy that's the School of Hard Knocks asking a billionaire, "How were you ever broke before?" And he
Yes.
gives all these principles that are very useful. If you actually try and implement it, it will improve you.
Yes. From
So
time to time, you see the effect.
yeah, so
Yes.
it's to change the narrative from going on my phone to entertain myself. Well, I'm going on my phone to educate myself
yourself.
based on the
Yes.
things I believe is useful to me.
Yes. That's it.
Alright, that's great. That's good.
So social media is not the enemy.
What is the wrong implementation of it?
Exactly.
There's a difference between being busy and doing deep work. How do you explain the difference to a student or young professional who confuses the two?
Being busy is basically just walking,
Mm,
doing anything that does not keep you idle.
mm,
It can be, I decide to play,
mm,
I decide to watch something,
Mm.
just do something that doesn't keep me idle.
yeah.
But deep work, like the third question you asked me, that dealt with precision.
Mm,
Deep work, you are focused.
yes.
There is something to be achieved.
Yeah.
There is something to be achieved.
Special.
So you are into head to toe. You are into what is to be achieved.
Mm,
That is deep work.
yeah.
Like now, like you said now, you structured your day.
Yeah.
So when an activity ends, your
Yes.
next activity, as based on the plan you've planned,
Yeah.
based on the plan you've drafted out,
Yeah.
rather, you know that okay, this is what is to be achieved,
Yeah.
and you put your mind, you are focused, you put
Mm.
your mind into it. But if you want to keep yourself busy,
Yeah.
after lectures like we are just coming from,
Yeah.
you can decide to go and meet a friend,
Yeah.
go and play ball, go and do something that anything
Just
just for-
random.
Exactly.
But I default is having a specified angle,
Yes.
maybe studying, maybe just
Yes.
it can be as simple as maybe just finishing one
One
paragraph,
task.
one paragraph,
Perfect.
and then you're just committed. Your brain is like, okay, I'm finishing one paragraph.
And you are finishing it.
There could be noise around you, but like you're focused.
You are focused. You are into it.
Mm.
You are into it.
Right.
That's deep work.
Okay. Do you know what a dopamine detox is? And will you
Indulge me.
indulge in well, a dopamine detox is this thing where you literally cut off every cheap stimulus,
Okay.
like your phone, music, TikTok, all those apps where you can see feeds, YouTube. The only thing, you don't listen to music, you don't eat junk food, anything that just spikes up your dopamine, like,
Okay.
that increases your dopamine, you cut them off, and then you're living a plain, boring life. Like, I've done it for a week. I didn't listen to music, I didn't watch any video, I did not go to any social media platform, I did not listen to music. What I discovered is that your head becomes quiet, like you become or more present in the moment.
Okay.
Because usually you're standing, maybe you're in your room or something, one song will just enter your head. Song will start playing on autopilot because you have reheard it. But when you've done a dopamine detox, your head becomes very quiet and your head is empty. Next thing is like, what are we going to do now? Rather than, because I feel in some way it takes mental space that can be used for better things.
Yeah.
More
Actually.
better contemplation, like reflection. If the person wants to sleep is singing a song to bed instead of your head is quiet.
The song is just
Listen.
going to take a space that something reasonable that goes.
Like at the end of the day, you're singing a song when you want to sleep. But when like you have done something like a dopamine detox, you have mental space to do reflection. Ask yourself, what went well today? What didn't go well today? What are we focusing on tomorrow? I believe that once you do that dopamine detox, you'll be more capable of thinking about much more important things rather than trivial things like music. One trend, you just say, Ajay, you just shout, pour me water, like those kind of things, because you have
agree
been
with
watching
that.
those things. It's just in a space in your head. The dopamine detox will literally reduce these trivialities and give you more space to think and contemplate on important things.
That's actually, yeah, I do agree with that.
Hi, Michael. Thank you for being in the show today.
All right. Thank you very much, Steven.